Good day, everyone. I am Miss Mary, and welcome to the world of science. To begin with, let's have a short game. I call this which is which. Okay? I'm going to show you pictures, and you're going to choose which of these two will be your answer. That's why the game is which is harder to move. Is it the soccer ball or a vehicle? Which is which? Next one. Which is faster to move? Is it this man riding a bicycle going up or this lady riding a bicycle going? Which way lighter? Is it the man on Earth or the man on the moon? Which is which? Which fall faster? Look on the picture. I have here an elephant and an ant. Which fall? How about this one? Which fall faster? Is it a stone or is it a feather? Did you enjoy our game? Which is which? We did that because our topic for today will be all about gravity. We're going to discover what is gravity and how gravity affects our daily lives. Are you ready? Okay, look at the picture. I have here a big ball and a feather. I call this one asking picture. I like you to think of whatever questions that will run into your head upon seeing the picture. Okay, let's continue. Now, I want you to watch this video of an astronaut in outer space. Write your observations on your notebook. Alright, for guide questions, how does an astronaut move in the outer space? Number 2, what causes this kind of motion? The last one, what is the difference of gravity on Earth and on the moon? Is there a difference between our gravity? Okay. Next one. For today, our main goal will be describing how gravity affects motion. We're going to explore and discover how gravity affects our lives and how gravity affects motion. Look at this picture. I have here a car on your left side, a car going down from the top of a hill or a place downward. And the second car on your right is going up from the bottom. Again, option 1 is from the top going down. The second picture is from the bottom going up. Guide questions. You can write the answers on your notebook or you can comment down, okay? 1. What happens to the speed of the car as it goes on a high place? What might have caused this? This is for picture number 2. Next question. What happens to the car as it goes downhill? How would you describe its speed? What caused this? This one is for option 1 or picture 1. Very good. Okay, next one. Look at this 3 vehicle. We have there a yellow car, a brown van, and a truck. All of them is going upward. Can you see that? They are all going upward. Guide question. How does gravity affect the motion of the object in the picture? Which of these 3 vehicles do you think is faster to go uphill? And which one of the vehicles will be a little bit slower? Alright, next, what is really gravity? We keep on talking about gravity. Gravity is an invisible force that pulls everything downward. So, who discovered gravity? It's Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton sat under the apple tree. Then one day, an apple fell on his head. He then asked, why did the apple fall? He also thought of why not the apple went upward. Therefore, Sir Isaac Newton concluded that there is an invisible force from the earth that makes the apple fall, which he called gravity. So, gravity is the force by which a planet or other body draws object towards its center. Pulling force that attracts everything toward the center. Gravity is a force that pulls everything downward or towards the bigger mass. Based on the pictures or scenarios that I have shown you earlier, those are the factors affecting gravity. First, we have mass, motion, distance, and air resistance and falling objects. These are the four factors affecting gravity. We say that gravity is everything that pulls everything down. But why is it, according to your pictures earlier, that the stone and the feather didn't fall at the same time, even if we have the same gravity? Okay, why is it the man going uphill is slower than the lady going downhill? Those are the factors affecting gravity. Let's have the first one, mass. The gravity between objects increases as the masses of the object increases. We say mass is the composition of an object. It is the matter inside an object. In terms of gravity, the greater the mass is, the greater force of gravity is present. Look at this picture once again. Among these three vehicles, which has the greatest mass? It's the truck, right? It's the truck. Therefore, the greater force of gravity is being applied. We say that gravity is that everything that goes up must go down. The gravity is pulling the truck downward while it's going up. Because it has the greatest mass, that's why it's the hardest one to go up. Okay, that's mass and gravity. Look at this yellow vehicle, the yellow car. Among the three, this one is the smallest. The yellow car has the least mass. Therefore, the force of gravity that pulls the car down is least. That's why the yellow car can go upward the fastest. Mass and gravity. The greater the mass, the greater the gravity is. Once again, gravity says that everything that goes up must go down. Next factor, we have motion. When we say motion, it's the movement, how an object moves. When motion is opposite the gravity, speed decreases. When the motion is toward the gravity, speed increases. Once again, let's have this picture. Let's have picture 1. This car is going downward. Where is gravity? Gravity is at the bottom because it pulls everything down. Therefore, the car is toward gravity. Therefore, the speed of the car is faster. Look at the second picture. You can find more gravity here, and the car is going upward, opposite the direction of gravity. Therefore, the speed of the car decreases. This one is slower compared to this car. Like on our activity earlier, the boy riding a bicycle upward is slower than the girl riding the bicycle downward. Motion versus gravity. When your movement is opposite the gravity, your speed will decrease. You will be slower. If your movement or motion is toward the gravity, your speed will increase. You will be faster. Is that clear? Motion and gravity. Next one, we have distance. As the distance between two objects gets larger, the force of gravity gets much smaller. Next one, air resistance and falling objects. This one is very interesting. On our activity earlier, the which is which, I asked you to choose between the ball and the feather, right? Which one will fall faster? What's your answer will be? It's the ball, right? Because it's heavier, because it has more mass. While the feather is light, it takes time for the feather to fall from towards the ground. But we say, what is air resistance? Air resistance is the force that opposes the motion of objects through air. Air resistance slows the acceleration of falling objects. What are the factors that could affect air resistance? We have the size, shape, and speed of the object. Between the ball and the feather, what is the shape of the ball? It's round, it's circle, right? That's why it's faster for the ball to fall to the ground. While the feather is flat, it's light, and that's why it takes time for it to go to the ground. But I'm going to show you a video. If we remove air
vacuum chamber. It's used to test spacecraft in the conditions of outer space, and
Let's
it does
watch
that
this
by
one.
pumping out the 30 tons of air.
Okay, once again, gravity says that everything that goes up must go down. I like you to relate gravity in our lives. Gravity in my life, this is the activity. If you are going to relate gravity in your life, what is okay? Did you enjoy or who is video? That person? That's why air resistance that keeps your falling objects on the ground. Gravity. I like you to write your answers on your notebook. Without the force of air, see. If you understand our lesson for today, will go down directions. Choose the letter of the correct answer. That's write gravity. The letter. The gravity on Earth is 9.8 meter per second every second. But what I'm going to show you a video. A. Energy. B. Force. If we remove air resistance on falling objects, if you climb the stairs, you will experience difficulty to reach the highest part. Why? A. You go against gravity. B. You go with the gravity. C.
Let's
Gravity
watch this one.
pushes you up. D. Gravity has an upward force. 3. What do you call the pull of attraction towards the center of the Earth? A. Force. B. Gravity. C. Kinetic friction. D. Frictional force. 4. What do you call the pull of gravity on any object? A. Mass. B. Weight. C. Motion. D. Newton. 5. What would happen to objects and people if there is no gravity? A. The objects and people would not move or remain stationary. B. The objects and people would neither rise nor fall, or they would just float. C. The objects and people would eventually drift away and float off into space. D. The objects and people will move downward and will remain still on the. For your assignment, direction, cut a picture that shows how gravity affects the motion of an object and paste it on your notebook. That would be all, class. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our science lesson for today. God bless everyone. Bye.